Hey guys, today I've got a matching Whirlpool washer and electric dryer set. And right now I've got the washer going, pretty heavy load here, jackets, jeans, towels, that kind of thing. And I've got it on deep water wash. It keeps stopping and adding a little bit more water as it cycles. So it will tend to do that. It'll agitate for a while, stop, add a little more water, and it can do that 6 or 7 times, depending on how heavy the load is and how much water it thinks it needs to add. Tons of options across here, and typically you wouldn't be able to lift this up, but I took the 2 screws out and just put the lid lock here. That way we could get a look at it as it's running. You can see it fills up with water like it's supposed to. It's got a nice strong agitation. Sounds great, it's nice and quiet. And I'll let it move along through its cycle for rinsing, final spin. Show you that final spin's nice, smooth, sounds great, and it drains the water out like it's supposed to, and it's got a nice balance to spin and all that. Purpose of these videos is kind of as if you were standing here yourself testing it out. That way you know when you get here, spend your money, take it home, plug it in, everything's going to work like it's supposed to. I always run a few loads through these, just give them a real good thorough testing and clean them head to toe, just to be sure everything works perfect before I even list it up for sale. You know, that's how I like to shop and spend my money, so that's how I like to list my items. I'll let this thing move along and try to keep this video kind of short here. And then when it's done, we'll move over and show you the dryer. All right, so we moved out of the wash cycle into the rinse cycle. It's finishing up draining the water out now. It's got all the water drained out. Now it's going to move into the rinse cycle. So it's going to fill up with a little spin out, then it'll fill up with clean water, agitate, and then drain, and then we'll be on to the final spin. So for right now, it's just getting started on the rinse cycle. Okay, moving into the final spin cycle. We just finished up the rinse cycle. It's draining the water out once again. And it's going to get into this spin 3 times. It'll spin and stop completely as it switches the drain on and off. So I will come back for that last spin because it's the fastest. That way you can see it at its top speed. All right guys, we are spinning at the fastest on the 3rd spin. So it is spinning super fast. And just again to note that typically you would not be able to open this. The lid would be locked. But there again, that little bypass makes it possible. Super fast spin there. Sounds great, nice smooth operation. So we'll let this finish up and we'll move over to the dryer. All right guys, now I've got the electric dryer going. And we just have it set to time dry, high heat. It's got a few additional settings here like wrinkle guard, and then you can have the cycle signal either be off or on. You've got your lint trap up here. You always want to make sure that's clean. And then I'm going to show you that it is in fact heating like it's supposed to. So I've got my temperature gun right in between those 2 red dots. It's going to take a surface temperature measurement. So it's about 75 degrees on the top of this dryer. You can see if I shine it on the floor, it drops a little bit. So we'll go ahead and open this up. See, it's nice and bright. Right inside the heating element tube. It's pretty hot inside that tube. Then the inside of your dryer is going to get anywhere from about 95 up to 195. That just depends on what you have the heat setting at. But the heating element back behind is right here. The heat flows up through this tube, circulates with your clothes, and then out there where the lint trap is on the top. So that's kind of how the air circulation happens in here, but you can see it's nice and hot. It's like it's supposed to be. Everything's nice and clean, head to toe. Just hit go. So that's going to be it on these guys. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and you all have a great day. Thanks.